Old MacDonald had a farm, A-I-A-I-O. Artificial intelligence, artificial intelligence. It's funny that in Roman numerals, they don't use the A in Roman numerals, okay? The question is, in Roman numerals, what are they actually using in letters? What are the letters? And we all know, I mean, like, I'm just throwing things in the air. You just made me think that by writing that. That when you design, sometimes you see it, and you see it in the deck of cards. We're going to put the letter L over here. That's the letter L, right? And then you'll put a C with it. You'll put an L and a C together. And this is the 12th letter equaling to 3. And this is just number 3. All right, this is number 3. So number 3 is where 2 and 1 come together. What is that 1? What is that 1? And the way I see this in alpha omega, I see it this way. It goes over and around. That's why we get 1 and 9 over here. You see the 3 and the 7 part, they go right through. Shorter route. Shorter route. In between here and here, there's 3. In between here and here, there are 7. There's 37 and there's 37 in between. Do you follow why? Do you follow why? Because I'm doing 1 and 9, and in between is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. The thing is, in bingo, they make the 5 for free because there's got to be an empty space if you're going to pass underneath something. I can finish this off and show this is the 5 position, the 1 position, the 9 position, and so forth. So I didn't want to get into this because this changes, this moves just a little bit, and it moves. Let me take a look at something. Just hold on to something. I'm going to see if I can show you its movement. Give me a second. How is everybody today? I hope nobody argued with you just because you had to say one word. Let me see. I'm looking for something special. Okay, I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to move it down, see what you can see. Okay, you can see this, but it's still rather small. It's still rather small. Hold on a second. I have the, oh God, let me, the focus, the autofocus. You know what I'm saying? Focus. The beginning is f, like from the seal and balance in the French word for fuck, for the balance. So he must have been knocked out, screwed on the balance. Can I just get, let me see. Yeah, so what this is, okay, is all that you see in the blue pen, okay, that is all going to be, I don't want to say odd numbers. I want to say in roulette, they're all red numbers. The ones in the red, for some reason, I ended up doing it this way. But the ones in the red, okay, those are all the black numbers. And you have to continue all the boards. In order to create the board, you have to create more than one board. So although you have 1 and 7, 1 here and 7 over here, right? Excuse me, you have 1 and 7 over here. What happens in your next 1 area where 10 is? 10 becomes a black number. The 1 and 10 invert, and the 19 is another red, and they invert. Only 1, 10, 19, and 28. It becomes red, black, red, black. Only the 1. No other number does it, and it just creates design. I want to see if I have any more designs while I'm sitting here. I want to move my camera over here. What else do I got here? Roulette. No, not that one. Not that one. I'm just going to go and see if I can find any other one. This is part of the roulette board. I just took the board itself. And as you can see, I connected 3, 5, 7. And then over here, 1, 5, 9. Anyways, I can't read it. It's too dark. I don't want to get into that. Okay, let's jump out of that. Let's jump out of that. Let's see where I'm going to go. Where am I going? Where is that book? Where is that book? I think I turned to the wrong page. I hope I didn't lose it. Wow. Lost in space. Right now I'm lost in space because I lost the page I wanted to talk about. Just lost the page. We did this yesterday. This comes off of the bottom of the ace card. Give me a second. This is going to be a horrible video if I don't find what I wrote down. Anyways, I can't find it, but I did find one piece, and it's this piece over here. See this piece over here? There's 3 fish in here. There are 3 fish in here. This is an automatic design. This has to be done this way to bring balance in the design. See 2 and 1, this you can actually create a heart out of it. You can actually create the club out of it. I can even create the spade with it, but I'm not going to do anything. But I'm not sure if you can see the pyramid inside of it. Do you see the pyramid? Okay, the 2 walls of the pyramid. I'm going to see if I... And then you have the... something to do with the connecting pyramid. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know where I'm going with this video. I had something lined up. There's 2 towns in the city near me. Oh, no, that's good, man. That's good. No, the inspiring is what we have to do. That's why we're here. It's not everything I do. It's everything we do. We have Laval. It's just very funny that we have LA with a V and then AL. And I always looked at this as AI. That's the way I always looked at this, because the L looks like a capital I. And then we have La Salle. And it just, I have Al and I have Le. I have male and female. So I have, I think this is male, male, female in spirit in La Salle. And usually when you use the word Sal, it could mean dirty, and at the same time, it could be a hallway. And it's funny that when you call it a hallway, the reverse of S is H. And at the same time, sometimes I just look at it like this: Marshall, Mars Hall. And who do we have taking care of it? The Marshal. Y'all shall do it. I live in a town called St. Jerome. I like to say it's Romulan. LAN meaning like the LAN communication. I don't know what they do with computers. They use the LAN network. And then there's something to do with ROM. So it says like I'm ROM. Something to do I am ROM. Because I don't have it down pat at all, what letters have to move, what letters don't move. Another thing is when you have ST in a word, it can either be first or last. Now, does the ST have to be first or last? So if S and T are in the same house, we have to have ST first. I want to know words with ST first and end with ST. A, B, C, A, E, STIST, I, O, and U. Or it can end maybe with TS. I'm not sure which way we can do it, because we can be going both ways. This ain't going to be a long video. Oh, my God. Okay. These are for games, okay? This is a different way to read a game. This is point of departure. There are games where you start off the board. You're not on the board. I think there's a marble game like that. You're off the board. Unlike Monopoly, where you start at go, right? And if you go 39, 40 more, right, you will end up in the area you are. So you'll be 1 in the area you are, plus 40 to go around. 10, 10, 10, and then land up on go. Okay. And I don't know if you know Monopoly, right? But if Go is over here, okay, with the minimum amount you can get, first of all, when you start Monopoly, this area can only be gotten once you hit number 41. This property can only be gotten once you hit 41 because you have 2 dice. And you don't want to get this property because that is the not the minimum, because the minimum is right here. The minimum is a 1 and a 2 roll. 1 and 1 is going to put you over here, and that's doubles, and you go again. So 1 and 2 is your minimum roll to start this game. 41 to hit all the properties, going all the way around. If we use 2 dice without getting any doubles, we would get 11 and 11 and 11 and 8. 2, 2, 2, and the next 222.8 because it's on the other side. It brought us to the other side, and then we completed this scenario. 2228. The word go is 7 and 15. If we would match it up with the game of pool, that both these balls are the same. 7 and 15, the G and the O, the equivalent to the 22nd letter, G-O-V, gover, gover. So anyways, this is 7 and 6. The high ball on the stripe side is a 6, equal to the 7 ball on the low side. So what is that 6? It is a 5 and 6 on that side. 6. It is the letter O. Now we're going to go down over here. In the game of pool, when you add up 1 to 15, okay, remember the black ball is in the game. The white ball is not. Is the white ball the cloud? Is it the eye because it's you against the ball, the dot of the ball that you keep moving, and then you stroke it with your stick. You're 1-0 going around. Anyways, when you add up 1 to 15, it equals to 120. In pool, in darts, when you add 1 through 20, it equals to 210. When you add 1 through 15, it equals to 120. Both of these numbers, okay, whether you accept what I say, don't accept what you say, if you see it, Satanists, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Wow, that's very funny. So I just want to go back to, I'm thinking, don't forget, I'm not telling you the whole story. I'm thinking on the go, right? I'm thinking on the go. But this over here, okay, is connected to birth and the moon. Now try and figure out why. And there's only one reason for it. There's only one reason, okay? It's because 9 times 24 equals 216. I can go 0.0. My numbers never have to be in order. This one is more in order than this one. This one will be 126. All I need is the 4 numbers. 216 kilometers has to do with the moon's circumference, 2160. I have to look that up. You want me to look it up in front of you? I only use what's real. What is the moon's circumference or diameter or something like that? No, the moon diameter. Moon diameter in miles, 2160?
About 2,160 miles. According to some information I found on Hypertextbook.
Somewhat more than 1/4 of the Earth's diameter. Okay, 1/4 of the Earth's diameter. That's the numeric value. And the standardized result for kilometers is 3476, 776. That 776 can be found right over here. Right over here. Where is 3476? We can go 3 to 4 is 7, and 7 6 in the pool game are reverting of each other, like I spoke before. But we're going to find another 3, 4, 7, 6. It's in the gateway. It creates a lock, a dungeon, and it's right here. Between 3 and 5 and 2 and 6 is the number 4. Do you want to see it over here? I'm going to do it over here. And don't forget, we need 4 rows. I only have 3 rows. I mean, there's 4 rows because if I want to start over, right, I need a 4th row to start this over here. Anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now the in-between number over here is 3. 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 5. So it says ace, vibrate. Why do I say ace vibrate? Because our vibration on Earth is 2, 3, 4. To the angle, to the 90-degree angle of birth, 234 degrees and 666 equals to 90 degrees. Now, the two sides of this angle over here, okay, is 216, 225, and 234. Because all these calculations have to be a difference of 9. And what happens is when we go down here and then down over here, we create this delta angle point over here, or this envelope, or this arrow. And the reason I mention this is because when you look at the arrows, when you're sending emails and stuff, and you look at the arrows, you look at some of these newfangled pointers, the pointers that you use for your mice, you're going to see very often that it looks like almost a letterhead of some sort, you know. So that's this angle over here. So now between 180 and 216 is 36, and between 234, I'm just trying to think of this number over here, 234 and 234, my 90-degree angle would be over here. I'm just trying to figure out what that was. 234, 234, right, 324 and 666 is not the, just trying to look, 324, 340. I'm just trying to remember what that, and a 666, just let me see if I got that right. 432, 234. Yeah, that's what it is. 234, 666 equals to the 90 degrees. Equals to the full 90. But where is that full 90? Where is that full 90? Is it over here? Because the only thing that's missing here is 36. There's a difference of 36 on this side and 36 on this side. And in between over here, between 216 and 234, is only a difference of 18. Only a difference of 18. Okay, so over here we have number 3. Between 5 and 9, it's going to be 7. Between 3 and 5 and 2 and 6, it's going to be 4. Between 5 and 7 and 4 and 8, it's going to be 6. 4, 6, 8, moving by 2, moving by 2, moving by 1, moving by 1. So this way, it's moving by 1. And this way, it's moving by 2s. So it's moving by 1s and 2s. So now we know if I say this to you, you're going to say, well, that's moving by 1. And if I do this to you, you'll go, that's by 2. So this is going to give me a new example, a new definition to something, a new story, a new angle to something. So this is where my moon comes in. So it shows me the moon is in the ace hole. That's what it's showing me. And there's more than one of these designs. And don't forget, number 5 moves. It becomes 14. It becomes 23. And when it becomes 23, the cube is now involved in that area. And that's because of the design. Let me look to see if I have another roulette thing over here. Okay, roulette. Let's see, roulette. I'm looking at the screen here. No. I need one of my boards. Not my board, not my board, not my board. Okay, there's my board. Okay, here. I'm going to show you. Hold on a second. Right here. See this over here, this cube? Well, there's one line over here. Okay. And then you come down over here. I'm just trying to see which way if this is upside down or not. Okay, I'm trying to look based on this one, which way I'm going with this. Go over here. Okay, where it crosses over here, okay, that is number 23. And where it crosses over here is number 14. Now, I'm not sure if, see, we see all of this on a flat surface, but if you look at the cubes, it's not a flat surface. There's an above and below. And why I did this, okay, I added the Y separation inside of it, according to all the energy, according to Tesla, according to so many things that go on. And when I do this, it creates a cube or it creates a block, okay? Creates a block. They may have tried to distort us from me not being able to create the cube because it really creates a block. This also will create the Star of David. And you notice 14 and 23. And those numbers, number 14 or 41, will be created from the numeric value 15. The extension of it is 65 and the extension of it is 41. As well, 23 will create 65. So it's all been given out in our roulette board right here. This is painted on my floor. So both the pool game and the darts. In the darts, they show us about the numeric value of the moon. They show you that DC is in full control of everything in these numbers. DC is in full control. I've mentioned it before. 7 times 7 times 7 equals to 343, and that's CDC. 3 times 4 times 3 equals to 21, and that's the cube. 7 plus 7 plus 7 equals to 21. Hold on a second. Where did I go wrong? 7 plus 7 plus 7 equals 21. Whoa. 7 times 7 times 7 equals 343. Fine. 3 times 4 is 12 times 3 is 36. Okay, that's fine. That's my 36 numbers. 3 plus 4 plus 3 equals to 10, and that's 46. This will revert back to equaling to 34. This is going to calculate to 34 cold, 43 hot. 40 blue for cold, 27 for hot, red. Together they create purple. They now have met the match and the recipe to read. Where now there is a 2 on the backside, it's actually the back door to Mars because it's 150 entry into Mars. So when you say, oh, say, can you see? When you say yo, when you say, oh, Canada, when you say water in French, all you're doing is reverting to the cunning fox and all relative to Mars because it's all a creation of Mars. And Union Jack, Great Britain, they know what it is. They know what the moon is because their words, the words that were created for what they are, for whomever knew it at the time, those words represent the connection to the red passing through the moon, the blue planet. They say it, they tell us. So at the beginning, we were talking about games that you start on the board and games that you do not. I did a mathematical equation for 7 and 15, which is supposed to be 105 or 70 and 35. And that 70 and 35 is, if I believe, the roadway that comes from Kansas down into Texas, and it creates a giant cross where 35 crosses 70. Now, if you want to talk about 35 crossing 70, anytime you have a crossing of something, on both ends of the cross, you can put two moons. Let's call those moons Phobus and Deimos. Let's call those the TH moons of 5. Thieves. It was the two thieves outside of the clue of the entry of the 3 pigs, because the pregnancy of the pigs is 333. Jesus 33 one side to one thief, Jesus 33 to the other side and the other thief. The center being the ring, who is in the center of the ring of the two thieves. The clues that I get is a French word for nail, and they nailed him on the cross. Where did they put the nails? All the clues of history right in our face, but we didn't know how to decipher them. We didn't understand how to decipher them, but we're learning, I think, possibly. There's a chance. The information is out there. Such simple little things for those who do not have the mind cluttered with it's impossible. So let me just do this math piece so we have this on record. 7 by 15. You see, I don't really like to break this up, and I don't want to break it up because is it 10 and 5? Well, let's see if it can be 10 and 5. A plus B plus C plus D equals to 10. The V is E, Roman numerals, equals to 15 over here. So now we have 15 that came back together. 7 times 10, 70. 7 times 5, 35. Electric company. This will recreate another number, 23. This will turn into a 23, but I call this electric company. Energy. 11 craps. So 7 by 15, 7 times 1, 7. 7 times 5, 35. 3 and 5, 8. I'm just going to put 7 and 8. Now, what does this do? How can I recreate this again? I can recreate this, okay, by Q. I can recreate that by Q because Q is 17. So I get 1 times 7 equals 7. 1 plus 7 equals to 8. And I recreate it from Q. And it can be recreated through the word Ohio. The H and the I are the 9 and the 8 letter, equaling to 17. So where did it come from? Where is the gateway? Who's going through the gateway? Why was it created? 1 and 7 is that 8. See, the Ohio bit that I mentioned is because 6 is on the other side of 8. I had a calculation before to show that 6 was on the other side of 8. And in fact, even in 343, which again is in Laval that we did, or CDC, what actually is also in here is the spirit. I was working on something funny. It was called Highway 369, and one of the ends was end of the road of 369 was Cummings Highway. And I didn't get the last highway that I was working on, somewhere in Georgia. So 343, the funny thing about that is 686. The reverse of that is 686. And it's definitely has nothing to do with me. Ask the company that created these over here. Where are them big dice? Where are them big dice? Oh, I took it with me. It's in my pocket. Everywhere I go, I take out my dice cube. I go, hey, you ever see this dice cube before? Oh, my God. What an exciting dice cube, eh? I'm running down the street. Hey, take a look at my dice cube. Take a look at my dice cube. So, you got the 4. No, you got it. No, we don't want to use 4. You got the 5, right? You got the 5 and you got the 3. So that's 8. You turn it around and it's 6. So 8 is in 6, 6 is in 8, and 5 is in 9, 9 is in 5, 4 is in 1 because it's in 10. On a dice cube, since we don't have 1, we can't use 10. We have to go 4 and 1 instead of 4 and 10. Do you follow what I'm saying? So it's 1 and 4. 1 and 4 is the equation. 6 and 8 is the equation. And 5 and 9 are the equations because of the equation makers right over here. I wanted to go over a piece that I was looking at of Tesla, but I have to see it again. It was something to do with Tesla energy. I don't know where it went. Somewhere on my computer. You want to see what's really funny? I did this about 5 years ago. Just hold on a second. Oh no, I better not show it. I don't want him to shut down my video. So yeah, I was looking at this piece over here, and I'm looking at, hold on a second, Tesla energy. Images, Tesla energy. No, I got no good pictures. No good pictures. No good pictures. Ronald, the PO, no, 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 no. Wow, I can't find it. Anyways, I wanted to know if this part over here, I'm going to have to find it, so you got to give me a minute. Nikola Tesla energy pattern. Please give me something good. Please give me something good. Here it is. Here's one of them. Yay, got something half decent. Okay, got something half decent. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we got that. We got that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, what's so funny is that 1 comes to here and goes into 8. Now, on this cube over here, it's the 1 dot with the 8 void. Okay, 1 dot with the 8 void, they connect together. 2, 3, 4 vibration comes together. How does 2 meet 8? See, we don't have 2 meeting 8 over here. The cycle is not through here. In order to make this cycle, 2 must go to 1 through the shining star in order to get over to 8. 9 is showing, see, they're showing plus. Are they showing this side as a minus, this side as a plus? I'm just asking myself these questions right now. Then you have 3, 6, and 9. You have 3 and 7. You see, the thing is, watch this. Watch this, okay? You have one of these? You have one of these? Check 1, 4, 7. Okay? What is the difference between 1 and 4? 2. What is the difference between 4 and 7? 2. What is the difference between 2 and 5? 2. What is the difference between 5 and 8? 2. What is the difference between 3 and 6? 2. And why I say that is in between 3 and 6 is 4 and 5. In between 3 and 6 is 4 and 5. What is missing between 1 and 4? 2 and 3. What is between 1 and 4? 2 and 3. Between 6 and 9, 7 and 8 is missing. Between 6 and 9, 7 and 8 is missing. You can see the 88s. This creates what is 00. Once you inflict 3, 6, 9 to 00, it creates 88s. In fact, it creates 8, 8. It creates 1 8 here, 1 8 here, 1 8 here, and 1 8 here. There are 4 8s minimum that I see, besides the connecting 8s. So now that we see this, we're going to count this one, skip this one and this one and this one, skip this one and this one and this one. So if I had to design something, just give me a second. I'm putting this down for a second. I have to do something here. Screenshot, no, screenshot. Okay, I got a screenshot. Just give me a second. Oh, no, I'm just going to do this. Copy image. Go here. Okay, hold on a second. Just going to do this and do that. Ah, you see what I did? I got my cat caught a mouse. And then I'm going to go paste. Okay, so we got that image right there. So I'm making it smaller. I need to find my camera. Lost my camera. Lost my camera. Where's the camera? Hold on a second. I'm just looking for something. Whoa, is my mouse going slow now? I got to shut some stuff down. Okay, I got my camera here. I got that over here. Okay, so I'm going to work on this now. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to take this here and show you that what we're going to do is we're going to go one. Oh, that's black. That's not good. I'm going to maybe do yellow and solid. I can't use black and I have to use maybe green. So we got all the way to here. 1, okay, over to 4. 4 over to 7. So now we have 1, 4, 7, just like we have over here in a row. And we skipped 2 and 3 here. We skipped 5 and 6 here. We skipped 8 and 9 here. So when we do this, 9 and 8 equals to 17. 1 and 7 equals to 8. In between 1 and 7 is 8. 1 and 7 equals 8. Between 1 and 4 is 2 and 3. So that's 5. So we have 8 here. We have 5 here. Now between 4 and 7, we have 5 and 6. 5 and 6 is 11. 1 and 1 is 2. So we have 2, 5, 8 dividing. And now on the second line, we have 2, 5, 8. So what we have is 2, 5, 8 separated by 3, 6, 9. So now what we're going to do is we're going to keep that over here like that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to create the second one. And the second one that we're going to create is we're going to take 8 and we're going to go over to 2. And from 2, obviously, because of the keyboard, it tells me I have to go all the way over to 5. And then once I get to 5, I'm going to go all the way back over to 8. And then this is what's left over. This is the design that is left over. And now 3, 6, 9 plugs into what this is. So when this plugs in, the numeric value of the sun and the fox pass is 4 and 5 right through there. I didn't put these could have been a little straighter. My fox pass are on two different levels, 2 different areas is what they're showing me. What's left over is 3, 6, and 9. So 3, 6, and 9 are left over. 1 and 2 of 2 separate triangles is 3. 7 and 8 of 2 different triangles is 15. 1 and 5 is 6. 5 and 4 of 2 separate triangles, 5 and 4 is 9. 4 and 8 of 2 separate triangles is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 4 and 2 of 2 separate triangles is 6, separated by 3. So it tells you the story in itself. And if you notice, we're going to do the last one. We're going to go from 9 to 3 to 6 over here. Okay. And is that what it was? And this is what it looks like. That is the basic of it. And now we're going to have to just draw another straight line. Are there any other straight lines that we can go straight through? Or are we just going to do this? We have to understand the separation. This is separation. This is an automatic. I went between these two. Now what I'm going to do, see that I went between here and here. I went from the point. Now you take it from the point here. Hold on a second. You take it from the point here and you have to go right through here through that. Well, that's not good enough. I'm going to do it with this. We did this point, okay, we didn't do this point. And then this point, if I got this right, these are something like this is an automatic division. And then you start to see pyramids. You will eventually, maybe not in this sign, but there's another design where there's 3 of them, and you'll start to see the Star of David. But the Star of David is done with rectangular pieces, and these are done with triangular pieces. So anyways, this is the basic of the same triangle is 1, 4, and 7 divided by 2 and 3, divided by 5 and 6, divided by 8 and 9. And I did this equation yesterday. I did part of it today. I would have to remove, I think I did it already. So let me, if I would create, oh, that's not the one I want. Okay, if I just want to keep the 3, 6, 9 together, I'm still going to get 6, 9, and 3. So putting 3, 6, and 9 and leaving everything else together is still going to get 3, 6, and 9. And your heart or meeting place, if I get this right, is right over here. It's right over here. So I have to understand that heart and meeting place, what it means, because 4, 5 is coming together to meet 9. This is what I see happening. So I'm going to take away that circle, and I'm going to try and understand where it comes down to here, and then it goes this way, and it goes back here, and it goes this way. And then I'd stop it here, and I'd bring it back up to this point here. And at the same time, I came down here, and I'd probably want to bring it up to this point here. No, I didn't want to draw that. Hold on a second. I'm going to leave that line, but I'm going to see if I can erase it somehow. And I did that because it's sort of showing me a rocket ship, and it's only because of what 9 is all about. You see, the supporting of 9 is 3 and 6, right? Creation of the half-life, right? 4 and 5 is the initial all of all creation, because it's where 1 enters into 4. 6 is ignited, okay, because it is the heart and the reverse of 1 and 6 on your cube. Inside of here, these 2 are beta creation, which stems out from over here, right? So 1 is already inside 5, and 1 is also inside of 9. 9 is all, minus 9. 8 and 1 minus, 2 and 7 minus, 3 and 6 minus. 9 equals to every single one here. It's minus 9, bringing everything to the center. So the center is right over here. And the word love is right over here. This looks like a rocket ship to me. So, and then I did all these other designs telling you other stories between 1 connecting to 3 over here. Okay, 1 connecting to 3 equaling to 4. 4 connecting to 6 equaling to 1. 7 equaling going into 9 equaling to 6. So you saw 1 into 3 creating 4. 4 into 6 creating 1. 7 into 9 creating 7. Creating 16. Wow. I'm just trying to understand the full what's it called of that. Anyways, a little bit tired. Yeah, there's the other eye. I like to bring that one up a little bit bigger too. Let me see. Oh no, I can't make that one bigger. I like to see the center of that and what it does. Remember, we have to go through all the flat parts. Draw a line from this flat part, this flat part, this flat part, and through the points, right? And you do it with all 3 of them. I'm not going to do it right now. I'm a little tired, but it's going to give me something to do a little bit later. Anybody have any questions? What did I miss? Blast off with love, 100%. You ever see how the 2 hearts work? 3645. And another thing about 3645, oh, I'm not in the picture, don't even like the color, is that three, 6, 4, 5. Clue, Fox, DMV, new. The new Department of Motor Vehicle has a new clue on the Fox, and that's VW for life. And if that's VW for life, then it all has to do with the Tesla Energy, VW. It also looks like two sticks of some sort. You can also turn that into a building, right? We have one side of the building. We have the other side of the building here. And now we have the building here and the building over here. So the two buildings are together right over here. And then maybe we'll have a taller building coming all the way up over here. And this taller building that comes up over here can be joined by part of this building into this building and part of this building into this building. But the part of this building does not enter into this part of this building, but it exits where this building exits, and this building exits to where this side of this building exits, to where there's two exits on this side where this building doesn't exit at all. That's the situation. I got to make that bigger. Not really sure where we were with all of this. You know, it could also be that hidden stairway through the eye. Remember, so we went over the, did we go over the 120 and 210? When I talk, I just thought of it now. 120 saying, well, one moon, okay, to two moons. And then 210 is two moons to one moon. And then 120 is the 1020 location. So when you have count from 1 to 20, it gives me 210. And don't forget 1221 is the cube, right? And it's also L and U, the two letters, 33 for the command and the creation of the E world. Like I said, the 2 is first, 210, boom, 2 moons. 120, 1 moon. The reverse or the back door, looking at this from the back, it'll say 150. Looking at this from the back, okay, we'll say 510 from the back side. 25 is Earth. Where else was I going with this? Yeah, so 1020 is also location. The 10 world counting from 1 through 10 and counting from 11 through 20. Once you do this count, okay, we will then begin on 21, begin. And one of the reasons we begin on 21, okay, does anybody know yet? Do you know why we begin on 21? Okay, because you know when you go into a puzzle, you go into a puzzle, into the box, and you find all the pieces. Well, 1 through 20 are all those pieces. So when you want to get to 80, I was taught in French that it's 4 times 20. If I want to get to 90, I was taught in French that it's 4 times 20 plus 10. So let's forget about 80 and 90. If I want to count to 70, they have told me it's 60 and 10 to get to 70. So how did I get to 60? 1 times 2 times 3 equals to 60. 6.0. It really doesn't matter. It can be 1 times 2 times 30. It can be 1 times 20 times 3. It can be 10 times 2 times 3. These are all the basic equations to get to 60. It can be 50 and 10. But the first thing is you have to go 1 and 2 equals to 3. 3 and 1 equals to 4. 4 and 1 equals to 5. Now you have to start over again. 2 and 3 equals to 5. Now you've completed all the numbers. Now 5 and 1 can equal to 6. To end it off, 6 is on the other side because 5 comes at 1. It's over. Once 5 comes at 1, it's over. 6 is the reverse of 1. It penetrates. It's the only creation of 7, but it only happens after 5, which is 3 inside of 2, but that's only when 2 gets duplicated. And it gets duplicated only when it creates 4. 2 on this side, and then 2 on that side. And as we spoke before, because of the numbers, how they go, the angle this way is telling me the difference is 1. 2, 3, 4. 2 plus 2 is 4. The angle this way, I turn it this way, there's a difference of 4 between this number. 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 But the difference to get to the center of the number is 2. And the difference on the other angle to get to the center number is 1. So this way. Now there's only, how many on the dice are like this? Number 2 and number 3 and number 6. 2, 3, and 6 versus 1, 4, and 5. So this is 9. This equals to 11. This equals to 10. That is the separation. 5, 1, 4. And you're going to ask maybe why? Well, when I turn this one, you'll see it's different. When I turn this one, you'll see it's different. And it's only 1/4 turn. All you need is 1/4 turn. 1/4 turn, back this way or back this way, or a half turn. Now the game becomes different. This is where we can get our true H and I. Only on this angle can I get an H and an I, or an N and a Z. Only can I get Heinz, Great Britain, Union Jack, Nibiru, because now I can draw the N, now I can draw the Z, now I can find my line down the center reaching point to point for my H or my I. Going through for H, passing through for I. But what if I turned it this way? So that's what this scenario does over here. Thank you, Susan. That's very that's very kind to you. Thank you. Well, it's going to be as good as it is, and it's going to be great when we all start learning and everything goes back. Nothing will ever be normal again, because knowing the truth was never something in normality. Understanding really why we need to share and why we need to do our part. And I can see a new system on how everything would work. And a lot of it starts when you're very, very young from the teachings. And oh yeah, it's not that hard to create. Listen, you build a business, and you take care of it as precious as a baby because it's your income, it's your livelihood. It's almost like a garden. We're the garden. We are the people. We are the flower children. There's always going to be a different level of all kinds of societies. That's okay. Let's begin with the one that's all on the same level. Kindness, helping hands. Okay, I think that's basically it. So you remember, first is last. Yes, okay, there is one piece I didn't finish here. We were on these pieces here. The 3 is LCU. Well, we have it over here. So we have LOVE. If you notice, they are the reverse. V is the reverse of E, and L is the reverse of O. And that's how perfect love is. 18 and 9 equals I and R, and it creates I red. This will create 80 and 9, which is going to be high. 72, which can either be money and either can be red. It's going to say win a big red sun. or win big red. This will create 17 and 27. It is the only true 35 that you will find. 7 and 7 equals to 14. 1 and 4 equals to 5. 1 and 2 equals to 3. This is the minimum because it is a RD. We have the next minimum, okay, which is the ND. And then we have what separates everything, and that's an ST. They're always saying east. I'm just trying to think where was I and why was I doing this? Oh yes, 6 times 3, 6 plus 3, 27. 4 times 5, 4 plus 5 equals 29 and 11. I'm going to do the minus and the plus, and this is 0, 9. So it becomes 0, 9, 11, red, and yellow. Okay, I was just looking through love, the mix of colors. 9, 11, this is the birth. This is also the birth of the crown child, 18 and 11, which is R and K. In the deck of cards, it is Roi, king. So it's been crowned, the ING. IN is the 9 and the 14, which is 7 times 2, 7 plus 2. So the equation talks about the the equation itself talks about the ING in itself. 7 times 2, 14. 7 plus 2, 9. The 14th letter and the 9th letter. It's created by the G letter. It's almost like B King, almost like saying bingo. This one becomes the resident angel. This is the R. It's an A, B, C, D equaling to J, 10. And somehow J is equal to R because it's J Q, it's J R, and it's J S. Jack of spades, Jack king, Jack queen. This is for the 18th letter in the deck. It is also the 13th card in both situations. So they're telling you it's the beginning of man. And once you get the beginning of man, you already run into the moon and the man cycle. And the reason for that is bar mitzvah is 13. The word man is 28. The cycle of man, okay, the cycle of the moon is 28. And what did man do? He walked on the moon. It was a giant leap or a giant step. So each one of these words, and I'd have to focus and put it through my head and play with them and put the numbers out, but it was a giant step for mankind. K, king, I-N, K-I-N. So again, K-I-N, and you end up with the D this time. That D is the number 4, the D, the other angle, the delta variant, okay, that you add on to the ABC that creates A to start all over again, but on the other side of creation, because it's A and B created the C. So now you have C in creation, you replicated it. In the word K and I together, it's already 9/11, and inside the word kind, right, it is the second kind. Now I'm not talking, I don't know if they're talking about the seconds on the clock, or was it the con of mankind, the con of the big con of mankind, where he takes a giant, instead of saying it was a giant lie, right, they just said it was a giant step. 7 and 9, gateway to 9. Anyways, that's it. We did it. I want to thank you for being here. May our energies come, stick together, however it is. We need to know something. I don't know what it is. And I'm hoping that because we strive to know whatever it is that's missing, that we never give up, that we can have, hopefully the gates will open to our side where more people will come up and we can work together to put things back in order. Bring the real, excuse me, but we want to bring this to all. We need to bring pork chops to all. This is a seal, the seal of approval. It tells a lot of stories inside its name, and it's a great word. And with this word, when everybody's doing it, we're reproducing. We're also screwing each other over or getting screwed over because we don't take our time for certain things because we don't know better. We don't know the greater consequence. Saving the universe. Thank you for watching this video. That's what I'm here for. That's why I never stop, because I just got to keep putting it out there. We got to get into one of those backdoor keys.